podcast is proudly sponsored by Café Postal. Café Postal is located in the historic Rail and Commerce Building in Little Italy neighborhood of Omaha, Nebraska. Established in 1926, Café Postal was originally used as a mail depot and was a hub for mail all over the country. Located conveniently across the street from Union Station, which is now the beautiful Durham Heritage Museum, it is a true glimpse into the much overlooked history of Omaha, Nebraska. After its closing in the 1970s, the building sat vacant until 2017, when it was converted into the beautiful cafe along with several other offices throughout the rest of the building. They offer a huge variety of breakfast, lunch, and pastry items prepared and delivered daily by their sister company, Attitude on Food. One visit to Café Postal and it is clear that every menu item is passionately staff curated and artistically prepared with love and expertise. Café Postal is also available for private events, featuring exclusive catering and event coordination by the Omaha local Attitude on Food. Perfect for your next big celebration. If you're in Omaha, Nebraska, head over to Café Postal for a modern experience in a historic venue and enjoy some Midwest hospitality. Oh, and be sure to tell them the boys from Triple R sent you. Now, back to the show. Just push the goddamn button.
Well, yeah. Just best first 10 seconds. You screaming and me with the littlest burp.
What was
Brought
that? You ready?
to you,
You ready?
by Best Choice Cola.
It makes a return. The re-return.
If you thought that was a bit for the Mike Burns episode, it wasn't. This is just legitimately what I drink now.
That's just actually his favorite soda. It started off as being cheap, and now you just have acquired the taste for it.
Well, the thing is, so our local grocery store is called Russ's. It's very Rusty. Only in Lincoln. And last week we didn't shop there. We shopped at I think Walmart instead, just because we had some other stuff to pick up. And I was like, "Oh, do you want to buy your cola?" And I was like, "I'm not buying Walmart cola. I need Best Choice Cola.
There's not cheap enough."
And
is it a better deal?
The getting the Best Choice Cola
at Russ's,
like compared to Coke or compared to Walmart?
Like just compared to Walmart prices.
Oh, I didn't even look. I didn't even entertain that.
Yeah, I guess not even about the price anymore. I just prefer it.
I do actually. It tastes pretty good.
That's the trashiest thing I've ever heard. I love it.
Well, I think it's because it's not trying to be a Coke or a Pepsi. It's just trying to be itself, man. And that's
it's just a
metaphor.
Cola.
That's just a metaphor for life. Don't try to be someone else. Just be yourself.
That's true.
Best Choice Cola.
The only competition is with yourself. Best Choice Cola.
But then I got into a thing of Abby's like, but then you were like, you buy any generic root beer. I was like, yeah, because all root beer really tastes the same. It's just root beer. Yeah. Same with like orange soda or grape soda for the most part. Those can get a little like cough syrupy, so that's a little. But like, I could if you gave me like the random selection of root beer kind of like TikTok challenge, I'm not gonna be able to distinguish it. Like they're all the same to me,
unless it's Barks. Barks is the one root beer that I really think that I could taste the difference. Because every other one, the reason I know that is because Barks is distinctively more like crispy, whereas Mug and A&W are very syrupy.
I could see that. I can maybe point out this is again another like white trash Midwest of me. Menards, for people who don't know what that is.
Save big money.
Save big money. At Menards.
Mynards. That's what we always used to say. Save big money at Mynards.
It's a hardware store like a Home Depot or Lowe's, but very Midwest. Mm-hmm. But they sell like their own soda, like fancy root beer. Like it's in glass bottles. I can't think of the name of it. I think it has like a crow on it or something. But
a crow. Fight like a crow. Fight milk.
But that root beer is really good. You buy it like, you know, you can't buy it in like less than like a 24 like fucking crate. I
It's a
think it's
crate of glass bottles.
more like it's like a half a cardboard box and like saran wrap, but I guess not actual
Okay.
saran wrap, but you know,
I don't
cling
think that's
wrap.
actually sold by them. I think somebody's just making a side hustle out of that. You're just buying it off the back of somebody's truck in Menards.
Again, would that be shocking for me?
Not at all. I think that's actually pretty par for the course, to be honest with you.
Just home. Hey, you've heard of home brewing? Now home soda. It's the next movement since we're on
Yeah,
like the NA kick.
that's true. NA is coming up in a big way right now.
It, yeah, I've seen it come up for a bit because I feel like it started like with like athletes a little bit,
Hmm.
and then it's like slowly, yeah, or people. I don't know. I've had them. They taste good, but also it's like not for me. I guess like
I don't know. I just feel like with non-alcoholic, I don't like the taste of beer enough to not have the benefits of the alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
yeah.
not sitting here being like, I'm craving the taste of beer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It serves its purpose for people who are obviously are wanting to be sober and hang out with people who are drinking. But I think for me, I'd probably just go with like a seltzer water or something.
Yeah, would say if I'm in the situation where I'm not drinking, I would still prefer like something else
Hmm.
compared like
Even like a diet soda.
yeah, because you're still getting like not all the calories, but still a lot, which is another like. But I get if you really love beer, but also for
Hmm.
me, again, going back to being cheap Midwest, non A's are kind of expensive compared to like the trash beer I drink.
Yeah, absolutely. Why do you
Like
charge more for no alcohol? It's insane.
it kind of because yeah, there was a time where I was like looking at NA and it was like for a 6 pack like $15 or
Hmm.
something. Not I don't know. That seemed like a lot, but it could have been that
Go
much.
with it.
First,
Nobody. You prove
but
us wrong. How about that?
and then like compared to like getting at least a 12 pack is cheaper than that, and so it's like
If you go with like PBR or something,
yeah. Again, I'm not buying
or
fancy beers.
Mickey's. Love a Mickey. We haven't had that in a long time.
I had one Friday.
Why'd you have one on Friday? Just
Uh,
one?
no, I had two. We were out to dinner.
Hmm.
So person who shall not be named and his fiance came back to Nebraska, and so we. Oh yeah, that's something we can talk about.
Can we say her name, but not we can
Yeah,
say hers, but
Indigo.
not
Indigo's
his,
been
right?
on the show. Yeah,
Yeah, a true triple R's, but we can't say his,
his name.
his
Yeah,
name
yeah,
for legal purposes.
for legal
But
purposes. Because yeah, but yeah, they were back in town, and they haven't been back.
since
They
they
said
moved,
no since my wedding, which Damon
mm,
wasn't invited
I was
to.
not invited to that. Yeah, I forgot
To be
about that.
fair, we weren't
Hold on,
like,
let me cope with this real quick.
oh yeah, God
Mm.
damn it, we're going on a lot of sidetracks. Just you. So I didn't call it out last episode. Our last episode was with oh my god, I'm blanking on his name.
Michael Box,
Yep, the director guy, and you
shout out.
kept doing that, and I wanted to be like, oh god, this guy doesn't know what that is, most likely, and it just is just for listeners. Damien just keeps pulling out a little container, taking a big huff of it, like kind of thing, and
That's
then
ASMR, baby,
and then doing that throughout an episode, and like I know what that
with a
is,
stranger.
and then but I didn't want to call him out during it. So Damien, explain what you're smelling.
This is a Thai herbal inhaler, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a bunch of like herbs, and I want to say it's like menthol
It's very
and like
mentholy.
herbs and stuff. But let's see here. Direction: inhale when having symptom. Indication: relieve dizziness. Menthol 20 grams, camphor, borneol, and other herbs.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a Thai staple, so like if you ever go to Thailand or you hang out with Thai folk,
mm-hmm.
they just keep this on them in their pocket, or they have like little like sticks.
Mm-hmm.
They have little stick ones that are a little bit more discreet. But I just figure if I'm going to be doing it, I want
Yeah.
everybody to know.
Yeah. I feel like the stick is even more like, because people do put not legal stuff in sticks forms like that versus,
For sure. Yeah.
at least it's very clearly calling it out. But yeah, it's a homeopathic. Is that the word I want?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like an Eastern
Medicine.
medicine type
That
thing.
feels like not correct to say, but
I think it is. It's
that
East, right? Yeah. I mean, it's as easy as you can get, basically.
depends which way you're facing, man.
That's true. I also
Which way
realized
you
I had.
going? Which way you going, man? That's where.
Which way's the sunset, man? That's what it
Is it
matters.
all east or west, man? It's just about your perspective.
Unless you're
You go
upside
far
down in New
enough, you'll
Zealand.
get there.
You know, New Zealand, everything's topsy turvy, man. The toilet's flushed the wrong way.
But
But
no,
I realize I have a problem with this because I was at work on a video call and I literally grabbed it and started
yeah,
unclipping
cracking
it,
it. Yeah,
and I go, "Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't I probably shouldn't do that while I'm in a call with my boss. They're going to have a lot of questions."
yeah, but it's easy to explain. Be like, you racist. You don't know what this.
Yeah, you mean to tell me you don't know what this is? What is? Okay, I
I
don't know the
remember,
name of it
like
either. It's all in Thai.
I remember because I want to get some eventually. I probably should have you or
I'll order
Jeff,
some for you.
friend of podcast, on because
Joffrey.
but also like I was like, hey, what's the name of this? You're like, I don't know. I was like, so I think I just typed in like Thai green container smell,
Yeah.
and
Did it pop up?
it did. But like the ones from Amazon like looked not good.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll actually have like a person who knows what they're doing purchase this for me.
Yeah, we went to the actual shout out the Songkran Festival. I don't know, did we
Yeah.
ever talk about that?
No, you made the video, so we can.
Made the video. So we were down there and we stopped at the local like little Thai market down there
Mhm.
and grabbed a bunch of Thai seasonings and sauces and noodles, and
Ooh.
we went and checked out and we saw them in the front
Mhm.
of the register, and so we all ordered two of them.
Yeah. How long do they last?
It's
Like,
it's getting pretty dull now,
okay, probably
to
like
be
I
honest
would
with you.
assume like it's not the number of sniffs, but how long it's been open. Like,
How many sniffs does it take to get to the middle of a genuine Thai smelling salt?
but no, they actually, honestly, like besides it giving the like I don't want to say euphoric, but like
Hmm.
it just smells good.
It's great. Yeah, it's
I
and
would,
like with my asthma and stuff,
yeah.
sometimes I can take a deep breath of that and it kind of clears me up a little bit.
It's kind of like Vicks Vapo Rub kind of thing,
Absolutely.
but
That's a great comparison, which like minus the sticky
Mhm.
grossness. It's like Vicks Vapor Rub in a can.
Yeah,
Best choice.
best choice.
Best choice Vicks.
But taking it back now, since we,
Back
uh,
to back.
but so Indigo and her fiance. That's what we refer to it. I think that would
That's
make it
even
even
more insulting.
I think you would. Well then, no, we love that man.
Yeah.
But they're like, hey, where should we go? Because they were up in Omaha, and I was like, well, it would be cool to have them in Lincoln, but the graduation at the college was here this weekend, so I was like, maybe not, because all the good places are going to be like just ram packed, and
Absolutely.
so I hadn't been to this place in a very long time, probably since I left Nebraska,
Hmm.
and I haven't gone since the Alpine Inn.
I don't know if I know what that is.
Oh, I thought you did. I feel like
Mm-mm.
we all went together.
I mean, that's very possible.
Yeah. So what it's mostly known for is, so it really is only, it's a fried chicken place, like hole in
Oh
the
no,
wall
I've
fried
never
chicken
been there
place.
then.
But they feed the scraps to raccoons.
Oh, I remember you talking about this place, but I've never actually been there.
Yes. So it's for people in Omaha and also people who've again, if you've been listening to this podcast, it's by Hummel Park.
Yes.
So I don't know if you take that exit. It's like maybe the exit. It's like,
is it east or west, man?
It's north. Like it's north of the interstate. Like it's in the woods. Like it's
Okay.
very much in the woods, and it's like a hole in the wall place, but it's very good fried chicken, and so that's where we got. And it's just kind of cool. Like I was eating and like look over out the burp out the window,
The
and
best
there's just
choice
like
burps.
it's just like 5 raccoons going to town on like some old chicken bones.
Hell yeah, dude. That sounds fun. Yeah, I remember you were talking about that, but I completely forgot about that place.
Yeah.
No, I've never been.
Well, when you come back, actually, that'd be amazing. When you come back, that would almost be the perfect time because of like the like fall foliage, like is gonna look amazing at that time of year, and it's really cool. It's very off the beaten path and like very good fried chicken.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. We'll make that plan for when we're back. Also, it has been confirmed that Jeff and Ida will be joining us.
Oh, dang.
Back. Yeah. So they've never been to Omaha, and for some reason they want to check it out.
I love how they're like, oh yeah, where are we going to take our hard-earned PTO days?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska.
But this is okay, if we have to go to Thailand with you, you have to go to Omaha with us. It's like a fair shake.
I don't think that is a fair shake. You're going to go get all of your smell good stuff, and they're coming here to get depression. No.
And best choice cola. They can't get that in Thailand, I'll tell you that much.
No, they can't. You can't even get that in LA. I don't even know where else you can get.
Order it on Amazon.
Who has best choice cola? No, how long are you guys going to be here for?
We're thinking Abby and I are probably going to try to be there for like 7 full days.
Yeah. How long they shouldn't be here for 7?
Nah, that's what I told him. I was like, I would say 3 to 4 days.
A good max. Long weekend.
Maybe weekend. Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah, that's depending on what time your flight gets in. That's gonna be perfect.
It also gives us time to be able to do the obligatory hangouts with the family.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, that makes it hard.
Yeah. So, yeah, it'll be fun, but we'll be there in October. So we'll make sure to come up to Lincoln at some point.
Down.
Well, it depends. Depends on where you're looking.
Yeah, man, it's just your perspective. I don't know what that voice is, but I'm liking it.
I think that's your new character.
Yeah, my new bit character.
The Midwest stoner. Yeah, man. It's all just corn on a cob when you think about it.
It's exactly like that guy from high school who is like wears like surfing stuff and like is like trying to be like a California stoner, but
the Rip Curl guy.
Fucking Rip Curl. The Salt Life sticker on the back of the truck. We're nowhere near anything salty. The saltiest thing is you, man.
Is Christian.
Yeah. Man, if the salt finds you.
I don't even know what to do with that. That's a great character. That's going to leave me speechless.
You're an ocean, man.
If you really want to be happy, just think about the waves, man. That's ridiculous. Can we change topics now? What do we got on the list here? Hold on.
Life's a beach, man. That's I'm going on another tangent. This is an episode full of tangents, everyone.
This is great.
With us growing up in like kind of nicer areas, but being dirt rat kids, did you ever get to go to like your wealthier friends' like lake cabin? Or did you have friends who had like...
No.
Oh.
No. The first time I went to a cabin on a lake was actually with you guys for the frat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Oh, you came along. What?
I was always... Dude, that's why I always say the college years.
That's true.
Because I didn't go to college, but I was always around.
That's true. We just brought you.
Like, Damien, you can drive us, right?
Yeah,
sure.
But I was going to make a joke about how, like, all of those... So, like, it's a house on a lake, in Nebraska, but is for some reason decorated like it's in Florida, like on the ocean in Florida. Like it's like it's the stupidest sign.
They have such beach vibes, and it's like we could just tell you had to settle for this place because you couldn't afford an actual beachfront property.
It's and even then, like I don't. Even those are fairly expensive. Like it's like people having second homes essentially that you don't really use. Like
we've thought about that. Abby and I have thought about that quite frequently. Of like, yeah, we should probably look for a lake house somewhere. It sounds nice and relaxing. And you go start looking on Zillow, and even the smallest cabin on a lake is like $350,000.
Oh yeah,
like I don't know, man.
Yeah, and like the people who bought the ones that we're talking about probably paid like $25,000.
Yeah, they're literally made of logs.
Yeah,
just a Lincoln log house. Did you ever play with Lincoln logs?
Well, of course, yes, I did. I'm just
did you
now
like
imagining
those ones or Duplos better.
Oh, I was a Duplo kid, 100%.
You were Duplo. That makes so much sense to me.
I was still
you
like
look like a Duplo.
I wasn't necessarily playing with Duplos up and through high school, but like
sticking them up my ass.
Duplos are so massive.
That's why it's perfect
and so cornery.
Well, hits all the spots.
It's it's ribbed for your pleasure. But like I would make like videos for like high school projects using Duplos.
What?
Like I like we had
examples,
I don't know what,
please elaborate.
Like I had to like make a video for like a class. Like I think maybe for like English or something, we had to write a story, then like make a video of it, or like do some type of multimedia. Like you could have made a song or like that. But like I made a tower scene with my cat as like the villain, like the Godzilla kind of ripoff. And so,
please tell me you still have that.
It's probably long gone. It was on like VHS, I think.
Oh man, we gotta try to find that. That could be a Patreon episode.
Yeah, it could.
That's the next Songkran festival. It's just you back in the day building Duplos.
I wasn't taping my building. I was like kind of like awkwardly nudging a cat into like you can clearly see my hands like I go
that's the best thing.
Clearly just like a limp cat being pushed against a tower.
That cat's been long dead.
No, he passed away fairly recently. R.I.P. Hobbs. It was Hobbs.
Rest in peace, Hobbs. Miss that BB.
He was again like
you had that cat that long. Holy shit.
Yeah, we got him my junior year of high school, and then
wow, that's like 13 years.
I think it was like 16.
Wow. Okay. Really held on.
Yeah, he was just a fat, happy cat, and like he was like you. He was just always around.
He was like you, fat and happy,
and just always around, and die young.
Counting down the days. It's getting there. Speaking of which, do you know where your birth certificate is by chance?
I assume at my parents' house somewhere.
They still have it? They haven't gifted it to you yet?
No, my parents, like, my mom is like, hey, well, I had to take, so I still, like, very fortunate in the aspect of, like, my parents have been in the same house for, like, almost 40 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they got, like, bought, like, a shit house in a nice area and then, like, had to redo everything. So they got, like, a really good deal and, like, redid it. So that was really nice. But so I had my childhood bedroom. Like I had my room my entire life up until like a year or 2 years ago. And then my sister got divorced and I have a nephew and my parents were like, yeah, he needs that room now. So you need to come get like your stuff out of there so he can move in.
You're throwing a fit. No, this is not fair. It's my room.
And my parents were like, you have a house. You have storage.
Yeah, but this is still my room.
This is my room.
All the memories. He doesn't understand the memories.
Oh, he doesn't want to know the memories.
Nobody wants to remember those memories.
Nobody wants those. But there probably is like a in the basement, probably still stuff I need to like go grab eventually.
Yeah, the reason I was curious about that is so was your birth certificate ever on display?
No, why would it
No.
be?
Okay, cuz for some reason, and I don't know to this day, I don't know why, but I always felt like because of let me take it back first. My before I get too far into the weeds, my birth certificate for some reason was always magnet clipped to the fridge growing up.
Like it was an art project
Like it
that you.
was yeah, like there was some significance behind it that it had to be out in the open. And so my entire life growing up, I thought you needed your birth certificate like at the drop of a hat. Like I thought you had to know where it was at all times because you were going to need it.
Yeah.
And so up until Abby and I got married, I always had my birth certificate just magnetized to my fridge, and I didn't realize that that was very strange.
Also, I don't think we've ever brought up on the episode of you changing your name.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, so I've had technically different like
Three?
three different birth certificate slash social security cards.
Did you start out with your current last name?
Yeah, that's my
Oh,
birth name.
okay. That makes more sense then now. I
Hmm.
never knew that. We're
Yeah,
learning.
yeah, we're learning.
Hey
And
man, like
what's in a name, you know?
like that's
No,
just a
but
social contract, man.
yeah, so I always thought that you just had to have it on hand.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that birth certificate and social security were like one and the same. I thought you had to have them both and you have to have them on hand at any
Yeah.
given time. So I was like I had to know, was yours ever on display being a
No,
lower
I
class child?
don't know if I've honestly ever seen my birth certificate, so it might not
Doesn't even
exist.
exist.
It
You were
might
built in
not
a lab, so in a Duplo lab
in a
somewhere.
Duplo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't. I maybe have seen it. If I called my mom right now, she probably would know where it's at.
Yeah.
But then I wouldn't do that because I don't want her to have to go dig because she would. Like, no,
Yeah.
no, no, you don't. I don't need it. And she's like, you need it then.
Do you have your social security number memorized?
Well, yeah.
What is it?
We doxed our guests, not each other, Damien. We made that deal.
When's the last time you needed that, by the way?
My social security card or number.
Yeah. Like when's the last time when's the last time you actually needed to prove it?
Like, um, probably for my job. I feel like they need it for your job.
They just need
No,
your number though.
no, they like no, I didn't even I think it's either you have to have your license and your actual social security card or a passport. And I think I just used my
Mm.
passport. So probably the last time I used it was my passport because I had to renew that somewhat
So
recently.
how long until they finally just get rid of the social security card?
The actual physical card.
Yeah. I haven't needed that since I was in like yeah, middle school, maybe the beginning of high school.
Your jobs never asked you for it.
Back in the day, like I guess my first couple of jobs did, but it's because I was
Mhm.
a minor.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that about coal or
Kohler War.
coal. That was a terrible. Like you worked in a mine joke. You were a miner.
Oh, I heard Kohler War. I was like, is that a race war? I don't know what that means.
Fast and Furious. Oh, drift, 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 drift. This is a
Damn, we haven't done
throwback
that forever.
episode.
Hell yeah, yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know why I brought what were you talking about? I don't know why
Social
I brought that
security
up.
cards.
I know, but I don't. Oh, we
You're
were
a
just talking
miner.
about being born. I think I don't know.
You're asking about birth certificates. I don't know, man. It's something you.
It seemed like such a natural transition. Now I
I
can't
guess
remember what we were talking about.
with the birth certificate, like it's your name, but like when you had to go through, did you get a new one?
Yeah,
Like when you, okay, that's kind of, doesn't that feel weird that you weren't reborn?
I know. It's
You're not a
fucking crazy.
born again Christian.
And like my old one, not my original one, but my second one that I got,
Mm-hmm.
I had to turn it in, so I had to like
Tradesies.
exchange it. and it was all crumpled, and you could barely read the letters, and it was
Yeah,
like,
because it's been
look,
on the
this
fridge and it's got chicken grease all over it. And
this has a
ketchup.
history. You be careful with this. They hand me this brand new one with no creases. I was like, can't wait to fuck this one up.
Yeah, isn't it hilarious? They're like giving you the most important documents of your life, and you're like, "Can we like laminate this for me?"
I
And
found out you can't.
no, you're not supposed to. At least your social security card, you're not supposed to laminate. You're like, wait, I'm not allowed. Like, this is the most important piece of paper. I'm supposed to maybe carry it on me, but I'm not allowed to do anything that might help its longevity.
Yeah. Also, do you carry yours in your wallet?
God, no.
I did forever.
That is. God,
I carried it around with me forever. I thought I needed it all the time. Like, what if something happens to me? How are they going to know who I am?
That's true. Like when you don't have an ID yet, and
yeah. But even when I had an ID, I kept it in my wallet. Like, I don't know, man. There could be millions of Damians out there.
Isn't it also so interesting though? They give you this, but like at least with an ID, there's a picture of you. I know, like we're not gonna have a picture,
it's just
a baby, number. Like a picture of you with as a baby on there. Just
there's a tiny little spider crawling on my microphone.
Ask him his opinions.
Hey, what's your social security number? I'm gonna steal it.
It's probably on the web.
Oh no. Welcome back to Remain Rome Return, everybody.
We didn't do that at the beginning.
Hope you have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.